Hey guys, Spanish Heart 18 here, and I finally received my Dark Phoenix premium format figure from Sideshow Collectibles. I just got it a few days ago and I can't wait to crack her open. So let's have a look. So this is the design of the art box, and it's a really cool design. It's basically the Phoenix feathers covering the whole box. In the front is the simple Dark Phoenix logo. On the sides is the Dark Phoenix name, and on the top as well. The back is just more of the feathers. I really like these simple designs, and I think it just really adds character and a lot of flavor to the presentation, as opposed to say like a boring picture of the product art, like how I got with Darkseid. So that's really cool. Another cool thing is that it came packaged with these really foam, durable corners, which really kept the corners intact. So I hope Sideshow does this with all their products from now on. So this thank you card was in the art box, and it's another nice touch by Sideshow. So here is the Sideshow logo on the top of the box, and we just lift it up to reveal Dark Phoenix. And I'm really nervous right now because a few collectors have received their bases damaged, and these are really fragile. So far so good. Sideshow did release a PDF on their product page for Dark Phoenix on how to lift this bird up properly. So basically you have to hook the bottom of the beak and hold the side, I guess the right side of the bird, because you don't want to hold on to any of the fragile pieces or they'll break off. And basically it should lift up. Basically just need to get a good grip and lift. Oh boy, it's coming. Yeah, success. First off, the base is pretty heavy, I will admit. Yeah, let me carefully get this plastic off and do further examination. I think they used a translucent resin on the bird. It's a pretty cool design. It is pretty heavy. There is quite a heft to it. A far cry from the Darkseid base. I don't mean to rag on Darkseid, but it's true. And here is the design. Looks like I got 405 out of 2,500. It's a pretty big run as far as exclusives go, but I guess it's just proof that this character is really popular, and that a lot of collectors have been waiting for a really long time for this to be released. So really cool and really heavy. Okay, so next up is, I think I'll go with the sash. Looks to be really light. PVC probably. And one of the things that I really like about this over the XM version of Phoenix is that it has an accurate sash. So it's just right where the ribbons meet. So that's really cool. Let's put that aside. I'll take out the body. It looks to be one piece. A lot of people have been complaining about the red. It wasn't as dark as they would have liked, I guess, compared to the prototype pictures. And I will say, yeah, the red is a bit bright. There's a brighter shade to it compared to the prototype. But damn, this, wow. This sculpt is spectacular. Holy crap. Wow, 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 wow. I am blown away. Oh. Wow. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Unbelievable. I love it. Yeah, the paint may be a bit too bright. There is shading in the abdominals. We could have maybe highlighted it out more. But the sculpt is spectacular. Wow. Blown away by the sculpt. Beautiful. Okay. Next will be the heads. I'll go with the regular head. I think both of these were sculpted by Will Harbottle, if I'm not mistaken. And I think in my XM Studios video for the Phoenix, I did say that if Will were to ever sculpt heads for a Phoenix, it would have been just a home run. And whew, wow, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The hair is just gorgeous. Wow. The hair's on an entire level compared to the XM piece I have. It's really intricate and surprisingly well painted. Wow. Beautiful. But it is, I'd say it is fragile. So just be really careful about these, the ends of these hair tips. Just be really careful about that. And then last but not least is the exclusive portrait, which when I first saw it, I was just blown away by it. Just really, really beautiful. I'm looking at it up close. Wow, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Excuse me guys if I'm gushing a bit too much, but wow. Damn. The hair is really intricate as well. I do see shades, darker shades of red. Give it a bit more highlights. Yeah. Impressed. Beautiful. I think Will knocked that out of the park. Oh, just amazing. The eyes. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I do see I'd say it is kind of like a bluish green instead of a straight green, which I think a lot of collectors would be up in arms, because I think Gina is supposed to have just green eyes, but it kind of does look bluish green. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful head. Wow. Spectacular. So with that said, I think I'm going to put her together, and I can't wait. I'm really, really impressed so far. And here we have the base, and it's the Phoenix bird on top of a metallic kind of bowl. And the bowl kind of signifies a danger room motif with the etchings around the perimeter of it. And I will say it does bring a touch of class to the piece. It does kind of unify the X-Men line with a similar theme, much like the X bases from before. And as we go with the flames, you can see this rich color of gold and red towards the tips. And as you travel your way to the center of the piece, it's more of a solid yellow with some streaks of reddish orange. So I will say it is painted really well. There may be some casting issues as far as maybe bubbling or imperfections, but again with resin, you can't really hide the flaws So next up we have the body, and it basically pegs into the phoenix near the tail, and you just have to find the right angle and kind of guide it in gently. And once you find the right angle, it's just a matter of giving it a firm push and just keep pushing down until it just fully goes into place. So here's the body sculpted by Joe Jung, and he did a phenomenal job with this. The curves are all in the right places, and the muscularity is just really, really incredible. She's toned, but not to the point where she's masculine. This piece just really exudes sexiness. And finally, we have the exclusive head, sculpted by Will Harbottle. And yeah, I'd have to say he knocked this one out of the park. She looks absolutely gorgeous. So looking at the exclusive head up close, it's just amazing at what can be done with digital sculpting. I mean, just look at the fidelity and the details of the hair. This is probably the most detailed hair I've ever seen on a piece. And just the strands, you can just pick them out. And I love the shading that they did as well. It does look like, yeah, it really brings the hair to life. It just adds another dimension to it. It isn't just one homogeneous color or glob. This is just amazing, and you can see the multiple parts probably glued together, but it really does look seamless. I'm just really, really impressed with the hair. That's one of the first things that first stuck out with me as far as like looking at it. And then there's the sculpt. I think these pieces are plastic or PVC just because they're fragile and they break if they were polystone. But again, looking at the sculpt, this is just beautiful. Utterly beautiful. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? Look at the details in the feathered eyebrows. I really like that. And the nose. There's some defined features here with the chin, the top of the lip. And I love how they gloss the lips. And there's a bit of blush on the cheeks, not too much. And I love the creases on the forehead. This is just really, really incredible stuff. I mean, this is so reminiscent of the Red Sonja that Will did, and that was a home run, and this is a home run as well. This is just a phenomenal piece. I love it. I think this might be my favorite head out of the two. And looking at the eyes, I will say there is a bluish tinge to them, but I do see some green, so it's kind of like a greenish blue color. Not totally green as it should be, which might be a big turn off for some collectors, but yeah, you can probably hit up John Fici and get some of his decals to change those, swap them out. Or if you're really handy and you have a steady hand, you can try your hand at painting them to whatever shade of green that you want. But yeah, I really love this head. It's a gorgeous piece. And here we have the regular head, and again, the hair just really stands out. I just love how wild it is. It's so reminiscent of the John Byrne panels as far as just Phoenix being, or Dark Phoenix being out of control and untamable. I just love it. Look how wild it looks. Straight down to the hair ends. It's just so detailed and so amazing. I'm just blown away by the strands. That's just so impressive in hand. You don't really notice these minute details unless you have a piece in hand and it's just right in front of you and you're just holding it. And again, look at those feathery eyebrows. It's really nice. The eyes look pearly white. Again, the gloss, a slight blush, the slight curls of the forehead. Really nice. Really impressed. If there was a minor nitpick I have to make, it'd probably be the expression. When I think of John Byrne's Phoenix, I think of her being more menacing and more diabolical and evil, and I think she should just have more of a menacing expression on her face. Instead, this one feels a bit too calm, but that's just a minor nitpick on my part. But yeah, beautiful piece. These straps might be a bit plasticky, or might be plastic, just because they stand out. But yeah, I think Will sculpted this as well, so I'm very, very impressed. Just blown away. Yeah, I mean, I said before in my XM's Phoenix review that if Will were to ever sculpt a Jean Grey head and use that for the body of the Phoenix, that would have been the perfect statue for me. And these heads are as close to perfection as you can get, as far as I'm concerned. It's beautiful. So overall, I'd have to say I'm pretty happy with this piece. It's been a piece that I've been anticipating for quite a while. And even though I picked up the XM Phoenix, when Sideshow announced this piece, I knew I had to have it, and I ordered it day one. And having it in hand finally, I can say I am pretty satisfied with it. And it's a piece that I probably won't ever let go. I think most of the design elements to it really tie well together. As far as the base is simple, but it does add a touch of class to it. And the Phoenix, though not as spectacular as the XM one, does accentuate the piece and doesn't overpower it. And the body, Joe Jung did a phenomenal job with the body. I mean, he sculpted the Vampirella premium format that was designed by Artgerm. And yeah, getting him on this project was a good call. I mean, that piece was very voluptuous. This one is voluptuous as well. His musculature and his curves are just perfect. And Will Harbottle, what can I say? He's an utter genius. I mean, I think everything he touches turns to gold. I mean, from Red Sonja to his stuff with Gentle Giant, the Voltron statue. Yeah, I mean, if you're a big fan of Will, you have to pick up this piece. So one con would have to be with the base. I mean, I would have preferred more of an environmental base, or at least a fully formed Phoenix. But I can understand why Sideshow went with the silver rim, just to tie the recent X-Men line together and have it more of a cohesive display. And it is wide, so it does add support to the statue. Also, watch out for the resin. Collectors have been noticing a slight lean to the left or to the right. Maybe it's not fully flush in the peg. So just watch out for that. And also watch where you're storing your statues. If you're living in a temperate climate with the extreme temperature changes, resin is notoriously known to crack or warp under those conditions. So just be on the lookout for that and just take care of your statues. So comparing the sizes, the Dark Phoenix is around 22 inches tall, and she's around 11 inches wide and 13 inches long. So she'll fit in the Vesta comfortably, actually. And she weighs surprisingly light. She's around 14 pounds, but the base makes the bulk of that. So it adds a nice counterbalance to support the statue. So thanks for watching, guys. I know this is a long-winded video again. I'm trying to shorten my videos. I know it's a bit too long, but this is the Dark Phoenix, and I was really excited to open her up and to review her and critique her. So, but I'll be sure to hammer those times down, I promise, next time. So yeah, I'm Spanish Heart, and thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and keep on collecting. Cheers.